Hey everybody, Josh the RV Nerd here at Bish's RV, and today I want to take a look back at all the different things that I've had a chance to record over this past year, and I want to specifically highlight 5 of my favorite couples camping, no bunkhouse fifth wheels that I had the good fortune to check out over the last year. Now, what I'm not saying with one of these videos, I don't know if you've seen one of my top 5s before, what I'm not saying is these are the best 5 RVs ever. What I'm saying is, these are 5 fifth wheels that I had a chance to go through that I happen to like personally. It's not to say that there aren't some other very good things out there. So if you don't see your personal favorite in this list, don't worry about it. I'm not arguing with you. I just maybe didn't have the chance to get through that one. Or for whatever reason with my personal preferences, I just like something else a little bit better. You know, sometimes you like one type of vanilla ice cream better than another one. So what we're going to do here is you're going to get hit by a series of quick introductions to multiple RVs. And then if you see something you like, check the links in the video description where I should have a link to a full-length walkthrough video tour if you'd like to learn a little bit more. Let's get started. Hey everybody, Josh the RV Nerd here at Bish's RV in Junction City, Oregon. Finally got a chance to put my hands on some of the new Alliance Avenues, and the wait was worth it. They are doing some really sharp things. They're really speaking to me. The things that I look for, they're tripping my triggers and pushing my buttons in the best possible way. Not like the way that I push my wife's buttons, but that's an entirely different story for an entirely different day. So Alliance has been around for a couple years now, and they're really heavily based on consumer feedback. And they came out first with their Paradigm and their Valor series, these really big high-end fifth wheels and toy haulers. So when I heard they were moving into something more in the range of, say, like an Eagle, a Reflection, a Cougar, I was a little worried because in my experience, whenever a manufacturer tries to take something big and high-end and pack it down into a small package, it often fails. And nothing could be further from accurate on one of these right here. I will tell you, if you like a dark decor, you won't like these, but I like a light decor personally. I love, they went like farmhousey without the black distress, it looks dirty kind of accents that don't work well for some people. My friend Mr. Samuel J. Martin III, regular commenter, he goes, I can't stand the farmhouse look because it always looked like somebody smeared black mark all over it. You don't have that here. It's light, it's bright, it's clean, it's ventless flooring, it's still a carpetless slide system. They do go to a more traditional air system on one of these, but they really have done a good job of maintaining their excellent hot-cold camp capacity. Now, behind us is the 32 RLS with a full bed slide. It's kind of the big brother to the 30 RLS, which has more of a front walk-around bed as opposed to a full bed slide like this one. But I'm telling you, I am very impressed for a newer offering. They know what they're doing on this thing. All right, guys, you wanted the Reflection 150 series? Well, here it is. Hey everybody, Josh the RV Nerd over here in Iowa taking a look at a Reflection 150 Series 260 RD. Big rear dinette sofa slide across from the entertainment center. Very, very head-to-head comparison for like a Cougar 24 RDS. And actually, that's something I'm going to refer back to several times. Because Cougar and Reflection, man, it's like they're in a sharpshooting match right now, and they're both trying to one-up each other constantly. And I see little things that the other does that the other doesn't do sometimes, and it goes both ways for me. I'm not really decided either way yet. So I'm going to ask you. I'm going to leave a link in the video description to check out the Cougar 24 RDS, and I want you to tell me which one you like a little bit better, this Reflection or that Cougar. So what does this one bring to the table? It's the 150 series is something that's designed like without slides upstairs, designed to be lighter weight to in theory to better fit some smaller vehicles. And I think by the virtue of the fact they're calling it the 150 series, they're really insinuating half-ton towability. I don't know that I necessarily agree with that, and here's why. We're still 7,600 pounds dry weight. That's not the problem. When you're talking half-ton towing or almost any towing, you almost always run out of payload before tow capacity. This already has a 1,300-pound hitch rating before cargo, before hitch, before your body weight is added into the vehicle. So as a result, there are some
half tons that could certainly tow this, but there are many half tons that still will not. So as always, I'm going to put safety before the sale, and I'm going to encourage you to verify the specs and capacities of your vehicle before you go diving into one of these. And I hope you appreciate that, because saying stuff like that means we might sell fewer of these, but I'm also not going to get you and your family hurt, and I'm going to sleep well at night doing it. So we've got an awesome hot cold camping package. The refrigerator in this thing is amazing. Giant 16-foot 12-volt fridge that I just did not expect to find in here. And I really, really like how they did the upper deck of this one.
Guys, I hear you and I feel you. You see all these videos and I see all these RVs, and sometimes the stuff starts to look very much the same. So leave it to Rockwood and Flagstaff to come up with something completely different for us today. Stay tuned. Coming in just about 11,000 pounds, pretty much on the nose today, up here at our Ludington, Michigan Bish's RV location. Flagwood, as it were, Rockwood and Flagstaff, has come in to save the day, giving us something a little bit different to see today. So you've seen a couple of their floor plans where they're willing to do something a little bit left of center, a little bit different. And they've come up with this very interesting kind of kitchen, dining bar, hybrid combo sort of situation. But they've done that in some floor plans that did not have a traditional dinette. Now, if you look at this one, what's kind of cool about it is it has an awesome entertainment center directly across from a nice plush theater seat. And I love the way they do their theater seats in this. I can't wait to show you. But they also have included in this a hide-a-bed for guests. And that's where I think this floor plan is really cool. This is an amazing, you and me kind of couples rig. Maybe not you and me specifically, but you get the idea. But it also has the ability to entertain and party some folks. If you're gonna have some friends and some family over for a little bit visit, this would be so much fun to hang out in together, because it not only has that cool little elevated kitchen dining bar situation, but a full U-dinette going on in the slide. So between the U-dinette and the hide-a-bed, you could easily sleep 4 to 6 people in this thing. So it's a couples camper that has some awesome guest capacity. So maybe you have some friends over, they maybe have a little bit too much fun, it's perhaps not safe for them to drive home after a drink or two. They can hang out overnight, they can have a good time, rub the sleep out of their eyes, and head out in the morning when everyone's safe. Or maybe you just love the open space of this thing and you love the huge kitchen counter space. Not to mention, I've seen so many new brands recently here as I've joined the ranks of Bish's RV, and it has only done more to reaffirm my belief that Rockwood and Flagstaff are pound for pound putting out some of the best built RVs that you can find out there in the market today. And I want to show you what I mean.
Oh man, you better pop some popcorn. This is a good one. It's gonna take a while. You're gonna want to check this one out over dinner. If you can't stand when a fifth wheel has a half bathroom, where there is a toilet in the kitchen, you're gonna want to check this one out. Hello everybody and welcome to Haylett RV today, and when I say it is my pleasure to bring this one to you today, this is truly my pleasure to bring this one to you today. It's about 14,000 pounds. It's a big girl, half tons need not apply, neither should a Ford Ranger. We're up here in dually country, folks, but this is the 3931 front bath and a half Montana. And what they did here is something I think addresses a problem a lot of people have with half bathrooms and a lot of fifth wheels. A lot of times it feels like there's a toilet in my kitchen and I don't want to crap where I eat. Especially a very high class RV like this. This is catering to a little bit different kind of clientele than your average bunkhouse, obviously. Well, what they did here is they found a way to give this one a fully featured kitchen. You've got all the pantry space in the world. Actually, the pantry space in this is absolutely unlike anything I've ever seen with a layout like this. It's absurd, because they also moved the washer dryer out of the front half bath and into one of 2 huge pantries in this thing, so that you just don't have it upstairs, which is something a lot of people ask for. Can I get the washer dryer downstairs, please? This one does it. And that goes hand in hand with Montana being the #1 choice for full-time RVers for 24 years consecutively or something absolutely insane like that. But the way that they did this, the way that they tucked the half bath in here, one, the half bath is spacious. I'm a big guy with long legs. I fit into this thing fantastically. And there's awesome storage in there. Like, they really, really nailed this one. They must have summoned up the ghost of Bob Vila. Wait. Is Bob Vila a ghost? Do we have to contact him via Ouija board, or can we just send him a text? Regardless, the one that we're looking at today is anything but a standard model. We are looking at Legacy Edition. We're looking at a ton of different upgrades on this thing. So keep in mind as we go, one of these that we have in stock could be very different. But just like you see here, we're not afraid to stock things like this, and we can get you one just like it. Or if there's something else, like you'd like a different paint package on top of that Legacy package, they offer 3 different paints there. We're going to cover all that and more as we go. I've already talked enough. There's so much to cover on this thing. I can't wait. Even the air conditioner's up. This thing's amazing.
But when I make these lists, I start off just by writing down all the fifth wheels that pop right into the top of my head, the ones that kind of live rent-free in my mind, you know, the ones that interest me the most, that for whatever reason they just stuck there because I just found them a little more exciting or interesting or functional or whatever. And then I have to try to rank these things, and that is really, really hard. I actually spend more time sitting here with a piece of paper ranking the RVs than actually putting this video together. But along the way, a couple maybe hit the cutting room floor, and I'd like to offer up a couple honorable mentions. What I'll do here is I will leave links to these full walkthrough videos in the description if you're curious. And of course, you can always check our website for pricing and availability on any of those. But enough of all that. Over this last year, I've seen a lot of RVs. So what was my personal favorite couples camping fifth wheel? She's coming up now. I've seen a couple other RVs try to do a floor plan like this. I've never seen one nail the kitchen exactly the way they did. This is next level. Hey everybody, Josh the RV Nerd here at Bish's RV, my hometown store in Coldwater, Michigan today. Finally making landfall, the 380 GK something S Giant North White. Huge model number, but huge RV. This thing has an elevated rear kitchen that is just fantastic. It has actually incorporated all of my favorite aspects of rear kitchens and front kitchens somehow all in one. You've got a dual opposing slide living room with a completely carpetless flooring system anywhere that you're going to be walking. Hot, cold, camp rated, vaulted ceiling really opens everything up. And of course, Jayco's 2+3 year warranty with allowances for full-time RVing. But the way they did the kitchen on this one absolutely gets me. Because it creates clear differential space between the kitchen and the living area, which is really nice for extended seasonal stays or, you know, snowbird, sunbird camping, potentially full-time RVing. The thing is, though, the way they did the kitchen, it feels open and big, but the counter space is fantastic. Exactly when and where you need it, how you need it. They made it a flex kitchen, which I've never seen done in something like this before. And I personally think this is fantastic. But also, by elevating the rear kitchen, the rear outside storage on this is huge. Other than the fact that it's just a big behemoth, I don't have a lot of criticisms to offer this one. This is a beast. So let me know what you guys think. Do you and I happen to share similar interest in fifth wheels? Was one of your favorite picks among my top 5? And keep in mind, just because your favorite RV didn't appear in the list today doesn't mean I have a problem with it. It could literally just be as simple as the fact that maybe I just haven't had the good fortune to review a really cool RV quite yet. So let me know what's your favorite of today's picks, or your personal favorite couples camping fifth wheel out there. And then let me know if there's another top 5 idea that you'd like me to try to dive into. I can't get to all of them, but I'll see what I can work out. And until next time, thanks for watching. Take care, stay safe, have fun. Happy camping, everyone.